What is up, guys? Lord Nick here, bringing you another One Piece related video. This video, we're going into the rank sim to try to get us some interesting looking matchups, potentially some good ones. I've learned my lesson, and my hands can get worse than this. We are keeping. My opponents have made me go first. The entire experience today has been me going first. I don't really want to pass up on a Rebecca, so we're going to play her. I mean, we don't really have a turn 2 that we're going to be playing right now, unless my opponent... okay. Opponent didn't play anything. We're going to deploy. This puts us to 6 cards. We're going to activate Rebecca. Grab this, and turn. We don't have any develop that we can make, so we're just going to do this anyways. My opponent is probably going to swing at us for a decent chunk here. Or he's only swinging 1. I don't really want to waste a 2K on this quite yet. Especially because... well, no, we can just do this. Resolve attack. Comes to me, we draw. Bottom, bottom, bottom. And turn. Cool. I mean, I imagine he's going to Gadatsu me back and then swing another 1, which I guess is fine. Like, we don't really have a way of developing anything right now. Okay, swing 2. So for, I mean, 5 for Gadatsu. I kind of need cards right now. Like, I am struggling right now with this hand. Oh, no, he just KO'd him there. Okay, and then a dog. Dope. All right. We'll take that, I guess. Deploy. We are back to 6 cards again. That's perfectly fine, because that gives us a way to use her next turn. In turn. Sadly, we don't have a way to be more efficient with our Dawn this turn. So far, the games that I've played with this list today, I have yet to hit a, no block. We'll 2K out of that, though. He has 7, which means he's going to try to use a Gadatsu to come get me. No block. 1K out of that. Or not Gadatsu, he's coming... yeah, that guy. Which we will take. No trigger. Draw. Draw. Dawn. Alright, so we can Rebecca... right, so Rebecca, get a Hina, reduce... or do we remove the dog? That's the question. Do we reduce the Enel and try to get cards out of his life to keep this fricker around? Honestly, we might. I think that might be the play here. Grab the Hina, deploy the Hina, minus you to 3. Lock him anyways. Attempt this. See if he keeps it around. So we're at 8. $10. That's actually okay for us. That's a good turn for us. We take that. He has no cards now. Okay, you pop her. That's fine. You get 1 6K swing at me. No block, 1K. No block, 2K. Okay, so we have some options here. We can only remove him to 4, so that's not enough. So we deploy, minus. End turn. I mean, he can clear the Hina this turn, obviously. I have no cards in hand, which is, I mean, that happens. It's going to happen that way. But he's low on cards himself, which is really good for us. Okay, he has Rush Katakuri. He has less life. He gets to swing an extra one at my life or clear. So you can use Kata to just clear her, basically. He looked at the top of my life and moved it to the bottom. Okay, so whatever it was something that could get me out of this mess. No block, you can have it. I mean, he's going to put me to 1, so any 7-drop moms will not be a value for him. No trigger. So if we reduce her, right? Let's see. So say we reduce her. That puts her to 5. We can't Lucci, but can we Truno? We can't Truno. We can reduce him to 3, which Trunos. And he can't do the life here. I mean, he can. But he loses his last life. Attack 6. Attack 5. He hit a 2K. I lose. We banked on that. We banked on that 2K. Does he remember what he put to the bottom of my life? If it's another Truno, and he doesn't swing Kata first, we can win. Oh, it's just a Rebecca. Yeah, he just wins. I mean, we were just banking that he didn't have anything because we had to. We really kind of had to at that point because he was keeping him alive. And we weren't getting. I mean, this is just our roughest matchup. Getting him to 0 is pretty good for us. It shows improvement for what's been happening with me, which has been that I just get absolutely stomped by every Enel that I play. So the fact that I actually got that one to kind of be close was pretty good. Could we have played it better? Maybe, but I honestly struggle very hard with that matchup because of the fact that you always have to get 3 attacks in. Though that is a way around it. If they have a 7-drop Enel, that is a way around it. You either get the Enel or you force that. If I had enough attacks, I think he would have been doomed. Did I have enough attacks? I did not. But, could I have had enough attacks? No, probably not. The struggle with Rebecca is getting enough attacks to do that. If I had a Kong gun still, could we have done it? Maybe. There's a chance of it. But the only way that we were going to be able to get through and do it would be to attack 6, which he couldn't counter out of. and hope that his hand was like wasn't like another two can't counter cards, right? Like maybe he had an Amaro out of life, which he couldn't use because he only had one card in hand, and that other card was another Yamato. Like that's just how we had to play for it, which stinks. Like if we drew the Rebecca, so let's see, if the guy had given us the Rebecca, he lost the game basically. So him not attacking that last turn was very smart of him, because if he had attacked and given me that Rebecca, I wouldn't have to Moncherie to get the Rebecca back. I could have Rebeccaed and then used that extra Dawn to swing another 6 at him, and if he didn't get a 2k out of life, he would have lost. So he was banking that his life was a 2k, and he needed that 2k to live. Because, or I mean, no, another 1k could have made it. No, because we would have had enough. Because if we'd gotten the Rebecca out of life, we would have played Rebecca, got the Hina, and then also done the Truno that we drew onto it to pop his Enel. And because his Enel wouldn't die, because he didn't want it to die, he would have needed that. The exact way that it played out would have played out the same, but legitimately the way that he did it was smarter, because it made me it would be like, all right, he's testing, do I have a Rebecca in hand? And if I was smarter, the play would have been to probably get no, there's not really anything else I could have gotten off that Rebecca that would have saved me there. We had to bank on the win there, basically. So we're gonna play one more because we just got an opponent. So we're gonna host it. We're gonna show this one off. Hopefully it's he just really late posted the thing. 1 second. All right, Saka, and we don't get to pick again. I've not gotten to pick who goes first this entire time. We're gonna keep this. This is not that bad of a hand for us. And I'm assuming, oh, he went first. He wanted to go first in this matchup. I think that is somewhat of a mistake in this matchup. We want removal. We want a 2k. We end. So I think the reason I think it's a mistake in this matchup is that whoever starts playing first is the person that has to stay the aggressor. His deck is already more aggressive than me. So in the matchup, if I can go second, most of the time I benefit higher from going second. Okay. That just prevents me from getting in a okay, sure, yeah, give me another card. Draw. That's one of his primary cards just wasted there. It's pretty good for us, actually. I think we just deploy the Borso here and pass. It's very rarely that I actually get to play up a Borso on 2 and just pass and not have to worry that he has another Houndblaze ready to go. Okay, he probably does. It looks like he has a second Houndblaze ready to go. If he does, we will counter out of it. Okay, that's cool, I guess. That's 2 Houndblazes down. No block. 2 2Ks. I'm still up a card, 2 cards up on him. Does he drop a brand new to try to dig for another Houndblaze? Nope, he plays a Moncherie. He needs to activate her. He's getting, what, a Hina back to hand? That seems like a weird choice. So we have 6. Can we get anything back? Nothing terribly useful from this Moncherie. Deploy, pop his Moncherie. We're at 6. Grab a 2K. Actually, that Borso might not be that bad to grab with my Moncherie. We'll take a Borso. So, reason we're taking the Borso here is it's another sticky card. It's a problematic card for Saka. I mean, he's already used 2 Houndblazes, and I just put down another card that requires him to be able to do it. Yeah, sure, get your attack there. does he have another Hound Blaze? Because now he would be wasting his Hound Blaze power. Because one just went to the bottom, one's in trash. He's cycling the Hina, so he gets. That's why he had the Hina back, I guess. Still really weird to use your Mancherie early just to get an extra cycle card. I mean, I guess he likes the cards in his hand enough that he doesn't want to cycle. All right, he's giving us a KO target as well, and he's drawing a card. All right, draw. So we technically want to keep these for Borsos, but we're in a state here where we kind of want to we need to eliminate this, and we don't have removal that we can currently play. Deploy, activate, target, you tap the leader. Don't mind that he's going to potentially die. Bottom, attack 8. We're at 6. Grab. You deploy. We just saved him. Ooh, the top deck of a century. We take those. Right, that's an acceptable top deck there's a one of Colosseum. That is the only thing that could have top decked to be Chef's Kiss, like, amazing for us there. Our next turn is a Kuzan. He's used one Grid Eruption already. He does have a Hina in trash, so he could technically get there. But his removal is generally costy. So to get Kuzan down enough is hard for my opponent. No block. 2k, 1k. Resolve. Okay. Yeah, you ate 2 cards out of my hand. But you're using a ton of your attacks to deal with this. I mean, no block. We'll resolve it because we're baiting him to attack and kill him. But now he can't kill both of them. Actually, how does he kill either of them? Lucci's his primary destruction at 4. So you can Rebecca out a Hina. I'm very confused with what his game plan was here. Okay, he just added the Hina back. So he played the Rebecca just to do nothing. Deploy. Delete. Attack 5. Attack 5. Try to get a 2k out of his hand here. Cool. So now he has different attack targets that he has to go for. We still have a 2k, so he does have to swing 7 on any of them to get to him. If he puts 2 Dawn here and swings, that leaves him with 8 Dawn on this turn. I mean, getting rid of my Kuzan is going to be very hard for him. 1k. All right, he's at 5. So you need to reduce him another 2. You could do it. He can easily do it here. He can't Rebecca to get another reduction. He could play it to Shigi, so he'd have to deploy it to Shigi to -2 him to put him to 3. No, he needs a -3. So he needs a Great Eruption. Oh, that's a -2, so now he's at 3. Another Suru. Okay, that's 2 more 2Ks gone. Okay. You're going to Lucci to pop my Kuzan. Okay. I mean, he needed to because he was going to start losing the game if he didn't. We lost a Rebecca. That does sting a little. But we can pop his Kuzan. Do we have enough? Yeah. So, well, actually, I prefer this. Tap stage. Deploy, pop. Deploy. You. I don't really want to get rid of this. But I like keeping the 2Ks. Five. I mean, he had to play out so many of his 2Ks just to deal with my dude. And I mean, we don't swing with Orlumbus this turn because now we have the setup to kill him this next turn. We have two 2Ks, so for him to be able to swing into them is going to be hard to begin with. I mean, we have so many big attacks coming this next turn that it's going to be hard. And we know that one of his 2Ks is here, two of them are here. Even if he has three 2Ks, which he doesn't, he's going to bottom what? Sabo? Okay. Yuhina's coming at my face. What are you going to do? He needs to find a 2K with his brand new. He found one. Okay. Does that get us there? So we can hit the Rebecca. Wait, how many cards do we have in trash? We have 23. So we can get a Rebecca off of it. We can get a Lucci back. Does that do enough? Okay, so I think attack 5. We just go for board clear here. So that puts him to 3. On Cherie, do we have a Kuz? Do we have a fucker in here that's dead? We do. We do have a dead Kyros. So we can actually remove this guy this turn. So we do deploy minus Moncherie, return 2. So we need to return, if we have 2 Luccis, we need to return 1. Like, we need to make sure we maintain guys that can go to trash. So a Lucci. Do we have 2 Elizabellas in here? We don't. And one of you is fine. And then we grab a Rebecca. Deploy. Grab a Kyros. Deploy a Kyros. Get rid of this Kyros. Minus this one. Six. Activate my Rebecca. Grab my Rebecca. End turn. I'm trying not to give him cards. I'm trying to eat some of his cards here because we're at a point now that we have a very advantaged board state. We know that he's already used a decent number of his bottom removals. Yeah, sure, you can have her, whatever. Cool. There's this Sabo. Okay. We still have, I think, one Houndblaze in deck. We hit the Houndblaze here, we can pop the Sabo out of the way, and we can just go for game. Nine. We do 8 here, because I don't think he has the 2Ks. And if he does, we can Rebecca. Needs all 2Ks to survive. Yeah. There you go, guys. You can legitimately beat Sakazuki as Rebecca. It's not impossible. It's not even a hard matchup. You definitely want to go second. It does give you more favor if you go second. But, I mean, my opponent did have some misplays here, I would say. But he was also on the back foot the entire time, I think, just due to the fact that I was able to establish so many boards that required him to have Houndblaze. And I think that's where Rebecca can really beat up on Sokka, is getting multiple Kiroses in this matchup. It becomes very difficult for him to deal with. I mean, there were some top decking magic there for us for sure, but we also fill up our trash and play at a much lower deck count than he does most of the time. And a big part of that is to have benefits of Kong Gun, or in this case, Elizabello. I didn't get to set up the Elizabello OTK for you guys. I kind of wanted to, but that game was a little bit on the close side, so I didn't want to risk it. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Got to show you 2 of the most prevalent matchups as well, so that's nice, and show you that it can be close against Enel, and it's close against Sokka, but it's generally an eke out win. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, and hope you have a wonderful day. See you later, guys.